What if I told you that the end of the world isn't just a story of gods and monsters, but a secret code hidden in plain sight that even modern science is only now beginning to crack? Throughout history, humanity has sought to understand the forces that govern both the cosmos and the cycles of human existence. Among the most profound mythological frameworks is that of the Norse, whose vision of the world's end, Ragnarok, offers not merely a narrative of destruction, but a sophisticated meditation on chaos, order, and renewal. But what if these ancient myths are more than stories? What if they're blueprints, mathematical, cyclical, and eerily predictive of the universe itself? Today, we'll explore how this ancient myth reveals the hidden order beneath chaos, one that's surprisingly relevant even if you're not a Viking or a scholar. Let's begin with the myth of Ragnarok, as recorded in the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda. This is one of the most vivid and structured apocalyptic visions in world mythology. According to the Völuspá, the sequence begins with Fimbulvinter, 3 consecutive winters with no summer in between, resulting in widespread famine and social collapse. The celestial bodies are consumed by the wolf's skull and Hati, plunging the world into darkness. The world tree Yggdrasil trembles as the boundaries between worlds weaken. Subsequently, the monstrous wolf Fenrir breaks free from his bonds, and the Midgard serpent Jormungandr emerges from the sea. Loki, the archetypal trickster, escapes his punishment and leads the forces of chaos, including the giants and the dead, aboard the ship Naglfar. The gods, led by Odin, assemble on the plain of Vigrid for the final confrontation. The ensuing battle results in the deaths of many principal deities. Odin is devoured by Fenrir. Thor slays Jormungandr, but succumbs to its venom. Loki and Heimdall destroy each other. The world is utterly consumed by fire, followed by a cleansing flood. But the narrative does not conclude there with annihilation. The earth emerges anew from the sea, verdant and fertile. Surviving gods return, and 2 human beings, Lif and Lifrasir, repopulate the world. As the poem says, the sun will have a daughter before Fenrir eats her, and that young son will travel on her mother's path when the gods have all died. The cycle recommences. Even the apocalypse gets a sequel. Now let's pause and look deeper. Contrary to the modern association of chaos with mere disorder, the Norse mythological system positions chaos as a necessary and even constructive force. Figures such as Loki, Fenrir, and Jormungandr are not simply antagonists. They are integral to the maintenance and renewal of the cosmic order. Loki, for example, is both a disruptor and a catalyst for transformation. Fenrir and Jormungandr, while destructive, are also agents through which the cycle of renewal is enacted. It's as if the universe itself needs a little chaos to keep moving forward. This duality is also reflected in the Norse understanding of fate, or weird. The Norns, Urth, Vertandi, and Skuld, are depicted as weaving the destinies of God and men at the roots of Yggdrasil. Their weaving is not arbitrary. It is governed by laws and patterns, as the Völuspá tells us. 3 wise women live there. By that well under that tree, Urth is named one. Another is Verdhandi. The third is named Skuld. They carve men's fates. They determine destiny's laws. They choose the lifespan of every human child and how each life will end. Think of it like this: destiny, not as random chance, but as code, written, carved, and executed. Chaos, therefore, is not the negation of order, but its necessary complement. It is the mechanism by which stagnation is overcome and the possibility of renewal is preserved. If you've ever had a moment when your life seemed to fall apart, only to realize later that it was the start of something new, you're already experienced in a little bit of Norse wisdom in action. The Norse cosmological model is fundamentally cyclical. Yggdrasil, the world tree, serves as the axis mundi, connecting the 9 worlds and embodying the principle of continuity amidst change. Its roots draw from the wells of wisdom, fate, and memory, while its branches are home to gods, creatures, and cosmic forces. The dragon Nidhogg gnaws at its roots, symbolizing the ever-present threat of decay, yet the tree endures, signifying resilience and the perpetuity of cycles. The runes, central to Norse esotericism, further illustrate this worldview. Each rune encapsulates a principle or law of existence. For instance, Yera signifies the year and the harvest, denoting the inevitability of cycles. Dagas represents transformation and the threshold between night and day. Perthro is associated with fate and the unknown. These are not merely symbols, but expressions of the underlying structure of reality. The mythic narrative of Ragnarok itself is highly ordered. Fimbulwinter is precisely 3 winters. The sequence of omens and battles unfolds according to prophecy. The deaths and rebirths of gods and the world are symmetrical, reflecting a belief in cosmic balance and recurrence. It's a cosmic algorithm. Input chaos, output renewal. This cyclical vision isn't just poetic, it's a pattern that echoes through nature, history, and even our own lives. The Norse conception of fate is neither fatalistic nor random. Rather, it is a recognition of the existence of laws, both visible and hidden, that govern the unfolding of events. The Norns' weaving is a metaphor for the interconnectedness of all things, and the runes are the alphabet of this cosmic language. The story of Baldr, whose death marks the beginning of Ragnarok, exemplifies this principle. Despite the god's efforts to avert his fate, the logic of the cosmos prevails. Baldr's eventual return after Ragnarok signifies not only the restoration of light, but the persistence of pattern and order through cycles of loss and renewal. The binding and eventual release of Fenrir, the Ouroboros nature of Jormungandr, and the paradoxical construction of Gleipnir, the chain made from impossible things, all point to a sophisticated understanding of necessity, paradox, and transformation. Try to outsmart fate, and you might find yourself right back where you started. Even the gods couldn't escape that web. It's a reminder that, sometimes, the very forces we resist are the ones that drive us toward renewal. Let's connect this ancient vision to our modern world. Remarkably, the Norse mythic vision anticipates certain insights of modern science and mathematics. In the 20th century, the development of chaos theory and the study of fractals by figures such as Benoit Mandelbrot revealed that systems which appear random often possess underlying patterns and self-similarity. The Mandelbrot set, for example, is generated by a simple equation, yet produces infinite complexity and order at every scale. Similarly, the Norse recognized that beneath the apparent disorder of Ragnarok lies a deeper logic. The apocalypse is not arbitrary. It is governed by sequence, symmetry, and recurrence. The destruction of the world is the precondition for its renewal, and the cycle is unbroken. This perspective is also echoed in the cyclical models of time found in other cultures, such as the Hindu Yugas and the Mayan calendar. But the Norse emphasis on struggle, transformation, and the necessity of chaos is distinctive. It's as if the Vikings glimpsed the fractal code of the cosmos, centuries before Mandelbrot ever picked up a pencil. The resonance between myth and mathematics isn't just coincidence, it's a testament to the human drive to find meaning in chaos. The myth of Ragnarok, when examined through the lens of both ancient wisdom and modern science, offers a profound meditation on the nature of change, crisis, and renewal. It suggests that chaos is not to be feared as mere destruction, but understood as a phase within a larger, intelligible pattern. The Norse vision encourages a recognition of cycles in both nature and human affairs, and an appreciation for the laws, both visible and hidden, that govern existence. And here's where it gets personal. For contemporary audiences, this insight is particularly relevant. In times of upheaval, it's tempting to perceive only disorder. Yet, as the Norse myths remind us, every ending contains the seeds of a new beginning, and every crisis is an opportunity for renewal. The challenge is to discern the pattern, to understand the code, and to participate consciously in the ongoing creation of meaning. So, next time you're facing your own Ragnarok, Ask yourself, what pattern is trying to emerge? What new world is waiting to be born from this storm I am experiencing now? By recognizing these cycles, we can transform our own moments of chaos into opportunities for growth. As the Voluspa concludes, I see the earth rise a second time, from out of the sea, green once more. Waterfalls flow, and eagles fly overhead, hunting for fish among the mountain peaks. The world is reborn. The cycle continues. The hidden order of chaos is revealed, not in the silence after the storm, but in the emergence of new life and new possibility. And if you ever find yourself in the middle of your own personal Ragnarok, remember, even the Vikings believed that after the storm, the world begins again. Maybe, just maybe, that's the code we're all meant to crack. If you want to see more hidden patterns in myth, science, and your own life, share your thoughts below or pass this story on. After all, every cycle needs a new beginning. Maybe yours starts right here.